Types of DC motor. Classification of the DC motor depends on the way connecting the armature and field winding of a DC motor. There are three types: DC shunt motor, series motor and compound motor. Shunt motor, series motor and compound motor depends upon the connection of armature and field winding. In compound motor, there are two categories. First one is short shunt and second one is long shunt. In short shunt, there will be two types, cumulative and differential. Similarly, for the long shunt, there are two types, cumulative and differential. First, we will see about DC shunt motor. In DC shunt motor, the armature and field winding are connected in parallel across the supply voltage. See the circuit diagram, same as that of a generator. In DC shunt motor, the armature and field winding are connected in parallel across the supply voltage. The resistance of the shunt winding RSH is always higher than the armature winding RA. Since V and RSH both remains constant, the ISH remains essentially constant. As field current is responsible for the generation of flux, phi is proportional to ISH. Phi is proportional to ISH in shunt motor. Phi is proportional to IF in shunt motor. So shunt motor is called as constant flux motor. In DC shunt motor, the armature and field winding are connected in parallel across the supply voltage. The resistance of the shunt winding RSH is always higher than the armature winding. Since V and RSH both remains constant, the ISH remains essentially constant. As field current is responsible for the generation of flux, phi is proportional to flux, it is constant. Therefore, the shunt motor is also called as constant flux motor. And speed equation of DC shunt motor. As we have seen, for DC motor, torque proportional to phi into Ia, and for DC shunt motor, phi proportional to ISH, and ISH is constant, thus phi is also constant. So the torque in DC shunt motor is proportional to Ia, that is torque proportional to Ia. For DC motor, EB equal to P phi NZ divided by 60A. Z, P, A, phi and 60 are constant. Therefore, N proportional to EB, that is proportional to V minus Ia RA for the DC shunt motor. First equation is torque proportional to Ia, and speed N proportional to EB, that is proportional to V minus Ia RA. Torque proportional to Ia and N proportional to EB for the DC shunt motor. Then characteristics of DC shunt motor. To study the performance of DC shunt motor, various types of characteristics are to be studied. First one is torque versus armature current characteristics. Second one is speed versus armature current characteristics. Third one is speed versus torque characteristics. First one is torque versus armature current. This characteristics gives us information that how torque of machine will vary with armature current, which depends upon the load on the motor. Torque proportional to Ia for the DC shunt motor. Therefore, it is proportional. Torque and armature current are proportional, linearly varying. And x direction is the armature current and y direction is the torque. It is linearly varying. So it is the torque versus armature current characteristics of a DC motor. Then speed versus armature current characteristics of a DC motor. The back EMF of DC motor is P phi NZ divided by 60A, that is equal to V minus Ia RA. N is equal to V minus Ia RA 60A divided by phi PZ, that is equal to K into V minus Ia RA divided by phi. So K equal to 60A divided by ZP, and it is constant. In DC shunt motor, when supply voltage V is kept constant, the shunt field current and hence flux per pole will also be constant. So N is equal to V minus Ia RA, that is N proportional to V minus Ia RA, that is constant. So it is the graph between speed and armature current. Speed will be in the y axis and the armature current will be in the x axis. Speed is constant, nearly constant. So only the drop occurs is Ia RA. Therefore, shunt motor is considered as a constant speed motor. The shunt motor is also known as constant speed motor. Then speed versus torque characteristics of a DC shunt motor. From the above two characteristics of a DC shunt motor, the torque developed and speed at various armature currents of DC shunt motor may be noted. If these values are plotted, the graph representing the variation of speed with the torque developed is obtained. The curve resembles the speed versus current characteristics as the torque is directly proportional to the armature current. Torque is directly proportional to the armature current. Therefore, torque versus speed is also nearly constant with small drop. Then applications of DC shunt motor. These motors are constant speed motors, hence it is used in applications requiring constant speed like lathe machines, drilling machines, grinders, blowers and compressors. DC series motor. In this type of DC motor, the armature winding and field windings are connected in series. See the diagram. In this type of DC motor, the armature and field windings are connected in series. The resistance of the series field winding RS is much smaller than the armature resistance RA. The resistance of the series field winding RS is much smaller than the armature resistance RA. The flux produced is proportional to the field current, but in this case IF equal to IA. That is, field current is proportional to IA. That is, IF equal to IA. Thus flux is also proportional to IA. That is, flux is proportional to field current. That is proportional to IA. Thus flux can never become constant in DC series motor. As load changes, IF and IA also gets changed. Thus DC series motor is a variable speed motor. It is not a constant flux motor. Torque and speed equation of DC series motor. As we have seen, for DC motor, torque is proportional to phi into Ia. For DC series motor, IF equal to Ia. Thus, phi is proportional to Ia. Therefore, torque is proportional to Ia squared. Torque is proportional to Ia squared. Since flux is proportional to Ia, torque is proportional to Ia squared. For DC series motor, EB is equal to P phi NZ divided by 60A. ZPA and 60 are constants. Therefore, N proportional to EB by phi. EB is V minus IARA minus ISRS divided by flux phi. That is equal to V minus IA of RA plus RS divided by phi, as IA is equal to IS for DC series motor. N proportional to EB by, that is proportional to V minus IA of RA plus RS divided by phi, where IA equal to IS for DC series motor. It is the torque and speed equation of DC series motor. Now the characteristics of DC series motor. To study the performance of the DC series motor, various types of characteristics are to be studied. First one is torque versus armature current characteristics. Second one is speed versus armature current characteristics. And third one is speed versus torque characteristics. We will see one by one. First one is torque versus armature current. Torque developed in any DC motor is torque proportional to phi into Ia. In case of DC series motor, field current is equal to armature current, and for small value of Ia, phi is proportional to Ia. Therefore, the torque in the DC series motor for small value of Ia, torque is proportional to Ia squared. When Ia is large, the pi remains the constant due to saturation. Thus, torque is directly proportional to armature current for large value of Ia. For large value of Ia, torque is proportional to Ia, but smaller value of Ia, torque is proportional to Ia squared. So it is the graph between force Newton meter, that is torque Newton meter, and omega. The S is the point where saturation occurs, above which the torque is proportional to Ia, below which torque is proportional to Ia squared. Speed versus armature current characteristics of DC series motor. Consider the following equation: N equal to K of V minus IARA divided by phi. That is, N is proportional to EV by phi. E is K of VA minus IARA. When supply voltage V is kept constant, speed of the motor will be inversely proportional to flux. In DC series motor, field exciting current is equal to armature current, which is nothing but a load current. Therefore, at light load, when saturation is not attained, flux will be proportional to the armature current, and hence speed will be inversely proportional to armature current. Hence, speed and armature current characteristics is hyperbolic curve up to saturation. When supply voltage is constant, speed of the motor will be inversely proportional to flux. In DC series motor, field exciting current is equal to Ia, that is, IF is equal to Ia in DC series motor, which is nothing but a load current, that is equal to IL. Therefore, at light load, that is for smaller load, Ia is very small. When saturation is not attained, flux will be proportional to the armature current, and hence speed will be inversely proportional to the armature current. Hence, speed and armature current characteristics is hyperbolic curve up to saturation. See the curve, it is the hyperbolic curve. It is the graph between speed and armature current. Speed will be in the y-axis and armature current is in the x-axis. As the load increases, the armature current increases and the field gets saturated. Once field gets saturated, flux will become constant irrespective of increase in the armature current. Therefore, at heavy load, the speed of the series motor remains constant. This type of DC series motor has high starting torque. So, DC series motor should be operated at the load. Speed versus torque characteristics of DC series motor. The diagram shows the speed versus torque characteristics. The speed versus torque characteristics of DC series motor will be similar to the speed versus armature current characteristics. It will be rectangular hyperbola as shown in the figure. The speed versus torque characteristics of DC series motor is similar to the speed versus armature current characteristics. It will be rectangular hyperbola as shown in the figure. Then applications of DC series motor. These motors are useful in applications where starting torque required is high and quick acceleration like traction, hoist and lifts, crane, rolling mills, conveyors. These purpose will be used for the DC series motor. Traction, hoist, lift, crane, rolling mills, conveyors uses the DC series motor. For higher torque, DC compound motor. The DC compound motor is a combination of the series motor and the shunt motor. It has a series field winding that is connected in series with the armature and a shunt field that is in parallel with the armature. It has a series field winding that is connected in series with the armature and a shunt field that is in parallel with the armature. The combination of series and shunt winding allows the motor to have the torque characteristics of the series motor and the regulated speed characteristics of the shunt motor. It has both characteristics. Several versions of the compound motors are short shunt and long shunt. First one is short shunt compound motor. The diagram shows the short shunt compound motor in which the field winding, that is the shunt field winding, is in parallel with the armature. The combination is in series with the series field winding. Therefore, it is called as short shunt. The shunt will be very short, so it is called as short shunt compound motor. When shunt field winding is connected in parallel with the armature like DC motor and this assembly is connected in series with the series field winding, then this type of motor is called as short shunt compound motor. When shunt field winding is connected in parallel with the armature like DC shunt motor and this assembly is connected in series with the series field winding, then this type of motor is called as short shunt compound motor. Depending upon the polarity of the connection of short shunt motor, it is classified as cumulative compound and differential compound. Cumulative compound motor. Figure shows the diagram of the cumulative compound motor. It is so called because the shunt field is connected so that its coils are aiding the magnetic field of the series field and armature. It is so called because the shunt field is connected so that its coils are aiding the magnetic fields of the series field and armature. In this figure, that the top of the shunt field is positive polarity and that it is connected to the positive terminal of the armature. So, it is called as cumulative compound motor. See the diagram in the figure that the top of the shunt field is positive polarity and that it is connected to the positive terminal of the armature. The cumulative compound motor is one of the most common DC motors because it provides high starting torque and good speed regulation at high speeds. Since the shunt field is wired with similar polarity in parallel with the magnetic field aiding the series field and armature field, it is called cumulative. When the motor is connected this way, it can start even with a large load and then operate smoothly when the load varies slightly. You should recall that the shunt motor can provide smooth operation at full speed, but it cannot start with a large load attached. And the series motor can start with a heavy load, but its speed cannot be controlled. The cumulative compound motor takes the best characteristics of both the series motor and the shunt motor, which makes it acceptable for the most applications. Then we will see about differential compound motor. Differential compound motor use the same motor and the windings as the cumulative compound motor, but they are connected in a slight different manner to provide slightly different operating speed and torque characteristics. Figure shows the diagram for a differential compound motor with the shunt field connected so its polarity is reversed to the polarity of the armature. See the diagram. The F2 is connected with A1 and F1 is connected with A2. So its polarity is reversed to the polarity of the armature. Since the shunt field is still connected in parallel with only the armature, it is considered as a short shunt. In the above diagram, you notice that F1 and F2 are connected in reverse polarity to the armature. In the differential common motor, the shunt field is connected so that its magnetic field opposes the magnetic fields in the armature and series field. When the shunt field polarity is reversed like this, its field will opposes the other fields, and the characteristics of the shunt motor are not as pronounced in this motor. This means that the motor will tend to overspeed when the load is reduced, just like a series motor. Its speed will also drop more than the cumulative common motor when the load increases at full RPM. These two characteristics makes the differential motor less desirable than the cumulative motor for most applications. Long shunt common motor. See the diagram. The shunt field winding is in parallel with the combination of series field winding and armature winding. Shunt field winding is in parallel with the combination of series field winding and armature winding. Armature winding and series field winding are in series. This combination is in parallel with the shunt field winding. So it is called as long shunt common motor. When the shunt field is connected in parallel with both the series field and the armature, then this type of motor is called as long shunt common motor. Depending on the polarity of connection of shunt field winding, series field winding and armature, long shunt motor is classified as cumulative common motor and differential common motor. Characteristics of DC common motor. To study the performance of the DC common motor, various types of characteristics are to be studied. First one is torque versus armature current characteristics. Second one is speed versus armature current characteristics. And finally, speed versus torque characteristics. In DC common motors, both shunt field and series field acting simultaneously, and in cumulative common motor, series field aids the shunt field, that is assists the shunt field. In such motors, when armature current increases, the field flux increases. So for the given armature current, the torque developed will be greater and speed lower when compared to DC shunt motor. For the cumulative common motor, for the given armature current, the torque developed will be greater and speed is lower compared to DC shunt motor. But in differential common motor, series field opposes the shunt field. Therefore, when armature current decreases, the field flux decreases. So for the given armature current, the torque developed will be lower and speed is greater when compared to the DC shunt motor. In differential common motor, for the given armature current, the torque developed will be lower and speed is greater when compared to the DC shunt motor. First one is torque versus armature current and speed versus armature current characteristics of DC common motor. The diagram shows the speed versus armature current and torque versus armature current. The top diagram shows the speed versus armature current characteristics, and the lower diagram shows the torque versus armature current characteristics. The top one is the differential common motor, and second one is for the shunt motor, and third one is for the cumulative common motor. Similarly, for the torque characteristics, first one is cumulative common motor, second one is shunt motor, and third one is differential common motor. Then speed versus torque characteristics are compared with that of shunt motor. So the diagram, first one is differential common motor and second one is cumulative common motor. The speed is higher for the differential common motor since the shunt field opposes the series field. But in the cumulative common motor, shunt field aids the series field. Therefore, the speed is decreases. Then applications of DC common motor. Cumulative common motor. First one is cumulative common motor. These motors have high starting torque. They can be operated even at no loads as they run at a moderately high speed at no load. Hence, cumulative common motors are used for the following applications. They are used in elevators, rolling mills, punches, shears, planers. The cumulative common motors are used in elevators, rolling mills, punches, shears and planers. And next one is applications of differential common motor. The speed of this motor increases with the increase in the load, which leads to an unstable operation. Therefore, we cannot use this motor for any practical applications. So, mainly we are using the cumulative common motor for elevator, rolling mills, punches, shears and planers.